Hey guys, it's Lana. It is Thursday afternoon. I've been studying and just made food, pasta and some sauce, just chilling over there. And I'm gonna get into better lighting now, but I thought I'd, talk to you guys a little. I have my final at 7:30, so I'm not going to be studying for 6 hours, so I thought I would break up the day a little bit with a little chit-chat here, and I'm coming at you again with just some thoughts on relationships, because, that's a part of my life right now, and learning lots as I go, and I thought I would share it. So, I kind of want to talk about fighting, avoiding fighting, and realizing that having fights or disagreements isn't necessarily always a bad thing. So, I think sometimes people say, like, oh, we don't fight, we never fight, because they feel like it's a bad thing to say. But I think couples, it's okay, you're both human beings, you're gonna have disagreements, and the fact that you're fighting, or that you have disagreements and arguments, that's not the important part. The important part is about how you overcome those arguments, and how you take steps to avoiding, triggering each other, or how you learn from each experience. I think that's what makes all the difference. And something for me, like, in my relationship, it's still, it's like 6 months old-ish, and I don't really, we don't fight. Greg and I don't really fight. Sometimes we have, little bickery moments, but something I find myself doing sometimes is just questioning, oh my god, how do we never fight? We never really get mad at each other, nothing, no resentment builds up. We just talk a lot. And if you guys don't fight, and you have an amazing relationship, then don't worry, because you'll probably end up fighting at some point. But I think that just goes along with the whole feeling like you need to be following some traditional path, or feeling like you're not fitting in with what society has kind of told you is normal. And I think, I'm a pretty peaceful person, but I think society perpetuates an idea that, couples are always fighting, we won't get along all the time, and, that's true, but, just because your relationship doesn't look like the social norm doesn't mean it's bad. My arm is dying. I'm gonna try and offset this a little. There, that's better. So, an important part for what I'm kind of noticing is, I think often a relationship is defined on how you spend your time when you're not fighting. How do you use that time to better your relationship? So I think a key thing you can do when you guys are in a good place is to discuss your problems and strategies for having a good relationship. Because in those moments, no one's fired up, no one's being affected by, their emotions and biases. You can then have a good rational conversation, versus if you just had a fight and, you guys are both fed up and tired and whatever. Thinking of a solution in that moment probably isn't going to be the most productive. So I think when you guys are in a good place and you have a chance to reflect on, the pros and cons of your relationship, or just being like, we don't fight that often, but I think if we did, or some things that would annoy me or can annoy me sometimes are blah, 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 sometimes you're messy and you leave things around, or if you live together, like, you leave your dishes in the sink and then I end up cleaning them and I don't like that, it's good to discuss that. So then at least you're kind of aware of the things that can set people off, or aware of the things that each of you can work on to be more accommodating, and then hopefully things don't keep compressing and then exploding. So that's just something I want to talk about a little bit, about how just try and, for me, I need to try and stop judging myself and, like, caring about what's normal and what's this, like, it's okay. I'm not fighting now, maybe I'll end up having an argument later. And, like, all you can do is do your best. There's no normal, everyone has their own different normal, and this kind of goes for everything, If you study differently than other people, or you eat a vegan diet and not a normal or standard American diet, who cares? It's what works for you. So just stay focused on what's good for you guys and what makes you happy, and work on improving yourself. Forget the rest, and I think that's all you can really do. There's the hiccup I was waiting for. But yeah, that's the main thing. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a little rant. It's actually snowing again. Snow just kind of keeps coming a little bit and then disappearing and melting, so who knows if this will stick, but I'll give you a quick look out here. But yeah, there's just a little dusting everywhere. I am gonna go back to work. I'm feeling pretty excited about this final. It's the last final that, like, it's the worst final, really, and I'm so happy when it's done. And then the rest of, like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I have plenty of time to study for my final for business. And yeah, something I feel like I really need to do, when I'm studying a lot, is to take a lot of intermittent breaks. So talking to a camera really helps for that. Or, like, I'll get up from my desk and, like, go do my makeup or something. Or, like, in the morning I'll go and run errands, or, like, yeah, just check things out and then come back and then study the other half of the day. Because if I'm stuck inside all day, I just feel, I get anxious and kind of, like, jittery. Like, I just need to be doing something more than just sitting at a desk and being sedentary. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.